going on, guys? Friday, March 4th. We have two parts to today's workout. Part A is going to be for 3 sets. You're going to start off with 3 strict weighted pull-ups, rest 30 seconds, move on to the same weight that you use for the 3 reps to a supinated grip. So instead of hands facing out, hands facing backwards, and doing as many reps as possible. When you're done with that, rest 30 seconds again, moving on to strict pull-ups, so unweighted this time, hands facing away for max reps, rest 30 seconds, one more time of supinated grip, again, as many reps as possible, unweighted, resting 30 seconds, and then going back to the beginning, actually 3 minutes, not 30 seconds. So, lots of pull-ups today. If we're still working on it, maybe just grab a band and do some assisted pull-ups to a challenging band for yourself. I would recommend about 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets, not worrying about the weighted, unweighted, whatever the case may be, and still resting about 3 minutes in between each set. Okay, if you have the capability, what I plan on doing today is just putting on a weight vest and then taking it off. You can grab a weight belt or dip belt and put some load on there and keep the weight to something that you can sustain over the course of 3 sets. After that, part B is going to be on an 8-minute interval, okay? So that's going to be for 4 sets or 32 minutes of work. Every 8 minutes, in that time frame, you will row 500 meters, row 500 meters, run 400 meters, and then complete 30 push-ups. This one's going to get daunting, okay? So if you need to dial back the distance on the row and run, or scale back the amount of reps that you're doing for your push-ups, definitely do that. I'd like you to have at least 90 seconds to maybe at least 90 seconds of rest to start off with, okay? Things that we can do to modify those push-ups: make them elevated, make them banded. If you have one, I prefer it off the pull-up bar. Things that we'll put in the notes for you guys. Let's talk about our warm-up. First thing we're gonna do, grab your rower. I'm not gonna row for you right now. Take off at 150 meters for your row. Welcome back. Now that you're back, you're gonna take off again and you're gonna do 100 meters of running. Welcome back again. Next thing we're gonna do, come on down to the ground and we're going to do plank shoulder taps. In this plank position, opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Try not to rock those hips from side to side. Slow and controlled. 10 per side. I have no idea what number I'm at. And relax from there. Should have been down on the ground. You can stay on the ground. Next thing we're going to do is 5 tempo push-ups, okay? Just to warm up those shoulders. Controlling on the way down is 3-0-X1. So with that push-up today, we're going to concentrate on not tucking our elbows close to our body or flailing our elbows wide out to the side. We should be able to make a W with those elbows. So again, staying nice and tight. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3. Do not pause at the bottom. Explode back up. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3. Back up. 2 more, 3 more. And then take a little breather. We're gonna do all that one more time through, okay? So row another 150 meters, maybe a little higher intensity, another 100-meter run, and then 10 plank shoulder taps per side, followed by 5 more tempo push-ups. Then we'll rest a little bit from there. So you can pause and complete all that for your second round. Next thing we're gonna do is go to our pull-up bar, and we're gonna work on activating the shoulders and getting nice and warmed up for these weighted pull-ups, all of them strict or weighted or unweighted strict pull-ups. The first thing we're gonna do is a static or an active hang. So instead of just being all relaxed and letting those shoulders just go as far down as possible, what we're gonna do is think about that hollow position. So we're gonna activate our lats, stay nice and tight in the core, find that hollow position, and stay nice and rigid for 20 seconds. Even on this pull-up bar, good things to kind of work on is a full grip. So instead of just having your fingertips on the pull-up bar, thumbs are around the pull-up bar, pushing into it, staying nice and tight. From there, let's just get some arm swings. We'll go with about 10 reps, alternating which arm's up top. I like to try to clap my hands behind my body. Shaking things out. We're gonna go back to the pull-up bar, okay? Now what we're gonna do is alternating hip taps. So this one's gonna be kind of challenging. And for this one, in that hanging position, now ideally your hand's going to come and clap the side of your body, okay? If that's something that's not feasible today, try to loosen your grip a little bit and then grab a hold again, okay? It's been a while. Oh! Try to maintain that for 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and go back to our arms and loosening them up. Now we're gonna do arm circles. We're gonna start off small and then get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm probably not the best to demonstrate this. Swimming all my life, my range of motion is limited with lots of cracking going on. Let's go ahead and do that backwards too, just to even it out. Starting off small. Oops, something popped. And popped again. Go bigger. That's all I got backwards. It's really gritty. All right. Next thing we do, it's called monkeying around on the bar, okay? So the goal here is to work on not only pronated grip, but supinated grip as well too. So you can start off with a regular hang, and then from here, maybe switch one hand, then the other, maybe rotate around, maybe you walk side to side on there, especially if you have a bigger pull-up rig than I do. You just change to the grip. Do you remember when you were a kid and that was way easier than it is right now? I'm gonna tell my kids not to give up on that one, continue doing it. I don't know what happened, but I felt like I was a beast on the monkey bars when I was younger. Not so much anymore. All right, from there, we're gonna do forearm stretch. So you have two ways that we can do this. You can either just take your fingertips, point them down to the ground, and pull towards your body, stay in that nice hollow position, alternating, doing that for 20 seconds. You can find yourself a spot on the wall and kind of do the same thing. When I do it against the wall, I'm going to try to think about maybe even bending my elbow and straightening it out some, or applying pressure, dropping my shoulder down a little bit, just to stretch out those forearms a little bit to loosen things up. It's going to be really grip intensive. We're gonna go back to the pull-up bar one last time. Now what we're gonna do is work on a supinated grip for 20 seconds. So again, hands face away, find that hollow position again. You'll feel a nice stretch in your lats as you're doing this one. 20-second hold. All right, guys, and take a break from that. Again, we'll talk about ways to modify those pull-ups before getting started with part A. Things that you can do: have a challenging band, work on some tempo pull-ups, okay? Tempo would be, I'd say, about a 3-second lower, 1 1000, 2 1003, arms are locked out. Do not pause at the bottom, explode back up, and then try to have, it's gonna be challenging, well, with the band, about a second pause at the top. Trying to do anywhere from 8 to 10 reps, okay? For today, if you have rings, you can do ring rows or a barbell on a rack and do supinated barbell rows, same thing applies. 3-second lower, explode back up, pause at the top for about 1 second. Again, 8 to 10 reps. All right, lastly, let's talk about your 4 sets of 8 minutes of work with your row, run, and push-ups. We're going to really try to concentrate on breaking up those pull-ups kind of early, shaking it out as much as possible, and making sure that we get full quality range of motion in, okay? I want you to work on chest touching the deck each and every time, good lockout here, and making sure that you stay tight. I think that's all I have.
It's push-ups, but yeah, you said pull-ups, so just not to get confused.
Yes. Push-ups for part B, not pull-ups. I apologize. Let me know how it goes, guys. See how those times can go for you, and enjoy.